All right. Test.
Test.
Test. Test.
Fans are certainly, pretty loyal, rabid type fans. And this other band, Nick, I probably same. This band here definitely has, started a following back in the early to mid 70s when they launched, and has managed to continue to remain relevant for many years with different members changing styles of the show, costumes, all kinds of things. But
you're not talking about this show, are you? Oh, Kiss.
No. The band Kiss just finishing up they just actually finished their final show, at least they say, at Madison Square Garden in last weekend, actually. And the big news, first, a couple things came out of the last show. If you're a Kiss fan at all, or you maybe just even, sort of a passing fan, it's two original members still with the band, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley, Ace Frehley and Peter Criss, the other two founding members who went in the Hall of Fame with them as Kiss. Did get back with them in the late 90s for a reunion tour. It's when they put the makeup back on, the costumes, and really probably saved their career, frankly, at that time, because they were really sort of, kind of floundering there a little bit and doing okay, but they probably were not going to achieve the level of success again without that reunion tour.
That's around the time I feel that they kind of, and this is not a diss on them at all, but when they kind of turned into a nostalgia act.
Yes.
Right? At that point, they've put out a couple albums since then, but they were on a steady diet of every couple years, new record out, new music, different people, new music. And then right around that time, getting the original four back together, makeup back on, let's go out and tour again, play the hits. And they just kind of stayed in that rotation, like I said, minus a couple, like 3 studio albums in between there. But they,
two with the current lineup. 2 with the current lineup.
I thought they were stale until the Kiss Demon from WCW came around. Then that really revived their career, I thought.
There you go. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Was there a Kiss Demon, and was there a wrestler?
Oh, yeah. Gene Simmons walked him out to the ring and stuff. Yeah, they did a whole promotion with this some Torbor was the guy's real name, but yeah, he had Gene Simmons face paint, and he came out as the Kiss Demon for about a year.
Oh, nice.
Back in the 90s.
Never looked back.
Never looked back.
Yep. No, but a couple of things making the news on the final show was they did not acknowledge prior members at all. Didn't mention names, didn't thank anybody. And at the end of the show, they announced that they are going to continue on touring as an all-Avatar band. Now, they're not the first band to do this. ABBA has had a Avatar show created by this company. It's also partnered with George Lucas's company as well, if I read that correctly.
Was it a Swedish company? Is that what it was? Or...
Yeah, Swedish guys. So it is. I will find it. No, believe it or not. Okay. No. So it is a Swedish entertainment company co-founded by ABBA's Bjorn. Let's see, So industry, is it Industry Light Magic? What is George Lucas's company? ILM?
Industrial Light and Magic.
Industrial Light Magic. Thank you very much. Mm-hmm. Pop House Entertainment Group. That's the name of the company. Sorry, Pop House Entertainment Group. So the original ABBA members got back together. They captured their emotions and all that, and they created this ABBA show that apparently overseas is raking in like $2 million a week. Okay. I'm sure Kiss saw this and tried to find a way to carry on. So they hired this same company to do the similar thing. So the current 4 members got up. You can see videos of this. They did, capture and all that to get their facial expressions.
So you're saying I can make millions of dollars and not have to go out in front of the dirty, filthy masses anymore? Please, yes, let's do that. Let's do that.
Is that Gene Simmons? That sounded good.
That was my Gene Simmons. That was my Gene Simmons.
Sure.
That's pretty good.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
So you can see some videos of this out there on YouTube, etc. But it's they debuted the avatars at the end of the final show, and they'll continue on. So it looked like to be like a combination of some hologram-like images of larger-than-life avatars floating around in the middle of the arena a little bit, even it looked like, and then a huge screen. They were there with pyrotechnics. Techniques.
So it's not just on a screen; they're holographic.
It looked to be a blend of that as well. So
okay.
the main act looked like it's going to be on a big screen that will appear three-dimensional with the smoke and the stage effects and that type of thing. And then there'll be some, looks like holograms and different projections kind of out there. And they'll play Kiss music.
They'll have their own box, like Laugh-In.
Kind of like that, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
You know, Brian, I was thinking as we were seeing it, and I was like, I wonder if this was on purpose or not. But when we went to see Kiss, you'll recall, to the left and the right of the stage, there were large,
those big things,
statuesque things of each Kiss member. You know what I mean? So I was wondering if that was kind of a hint to what was to come. That was kind of what that was.
Leaving Easter eggs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep, could be. So we'll get into our Ask an Idiot question here. So two questions. You can answer both or one, whatever you want to care to speak to. First of all, should a band like that? You can name any band, so you can answer both or whatever. So Kiss should Kiss have paused for 30 seconds and acknowledged prior members, put up a very brief video of past members who helped found the band and keep the band going, really, throughout the years. And then the other part of it is, what do you think in general of this Kiss avatar thing? Is this something that you have any interest to see? Does it depend on the price? Is it just a way to see some version of Kiss in the future? Or, I'll go see like a local band, Mr. Speed, or somebody who's a Kiss tribute band. And that's how I'll get my sort of taste of Kiss in the future, guys paying tribute, but it's live humans up on the stage. So, Dean,
let me go first with you because you two are going to be able to answers. Right, you two are going to be able to
do have answers
publicly about this. So let me just real quick. I'm not the biggest Kiss fan. Like I've said in the past, I do appreciate them and understand the talent. But to answer your first question, Brian, I don't think there's anybody that can answer it differently than yes. You should have taken 30 seconds. You don't have to deal with video. Just be a human goddamn being and say, yes, these other two members that started us, we wouldn't be here without them. Godspeed to wherever they're at, and then continue. That's all you need to do.
Yep.
And as far as the band thing, it's not the band, you know what I mean? It's the equivalent of closed circuit TV. Back before pay-per-view started, you had closed circuit TV where you'd go to the arena and watch WrestleMania 1 on the big screens in the arena. Or you'd watch the boxing bouts, Muhammad Ali's earlier boxing bouts, on closed circuit TV. And that's what this is. They're not there. Yes, it's their image or their cartoon image, and it's them playing. But you can play a video on your TV and watch the same thing. You know what I mean? You're not getting anything different, literally, than you would be at home.
Right.
I mean, is there probably a cool experience about it? Sure. And maybe, but you can't charge what you are for an actual live concert.
They will certainly try.
I was going to say, I
know they're going to try. Absolutely.
I bet they will try.
100%. But I think it's disingenuous to do it. I think you need to, have some sort of break, as in, like, people aren't actually seeing you in the physical state live in front of them.
Right.
They're watching a video. There's a lot of different performers and performances of things that do video stuff that isn't live in person. But again, they're not probably charging $100 for a seat either. So that's where I stand.
Yeah, watch a video of the ABBA thing. I hadn't seen that till like today, honestly. That looks pretty cool. too. Anyways,
I mean, $100 per seat worth.
I don't know how expensive it is, but again,
No,
for those
what I'm
folks
saying
too,
is, if you would see Kiss
if it
in
were
that
$100,
same version of what you saw.
no.
Okay.
Unless I was a huge, I guess if I was a huge ABBA fan, that's the only way I'm going to see, because they've been sort of a mystery, but they haven't been touring though too. That's the thing. They've been
Right.
toured in so long, and people have been clamoring to see some ABBA for years and years and years, and they came out with this thing and a new album, and it's just really taken off big time. Obviously, that's not Kiss. Kiss has been playing for years and years and years. So, if you wanted to see Kiss, you've had many opportunities to go see them, if you really wanted to. So anyway, well. All right, so Dean, thank you for the comments. Nick, what do you think? What do you think about all this here?
On the Gene or on the Ace and Peter front, like Dean said, I think the correct answer is take a few seconds, right? And just at least, you don't have to, just go on and on about how much you love them or anything. I don't know exactly what the deal is. I don't know who hates who and for what reason, where the animosity lies. But what I do know is this is the end of the road. Mm-hmm. You've given this, 50 years of your life to this. Yeah. There is no doubt that your fan base loves the original four. Why not just take a second and say, I would have loved to have seen, at the concert we went to, they showed a little montage, like a little video of them over the years and little snippets. Would have loved to have seen one just dedicated to Eric Carr, Mark St. John, Bruce Kulick, guys that have been Vinnie Vincent, who've been in the band over the years, and then end with a little extended one with Peter and Ace, because people love Peter and Ace. People love the original four. I don't think there would have been anything. I think what I would have wanted to see personally would have been something like that, a tribute to past members who have been in the band. But ultimately, I think, like you said, at the very least, would have been nice to just acknowledge him and be like, we started out as four kids, from in Brooklyn with a dream, and without, all four of us, you don't even have to name them. Just be like, without all of us together, all four of us, or something like that, just to kind of give them a nod. That would have been nice. Mm-hmm. But whatever. It is what it is. As far as the Avatar thing goes, it comes down to I think Kiss gets a bad rap. And it's not, I shouldn't say it's not unfair. They've created it themselves because they merchandise everything. However, I'm not against people making money. No one's forcing anyone to buy anything. No one's forcing you to buy Kiss condoms or a coffin or anything in between that they have put their name on or marketed over the years. It's available for you if you want it. Well, and the same goes for this.
Gene Simmons actually forced me to buy a Kiss condom. It's just another story for a different day, but go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be, I think it's a cool experience. And honestly, for guys in their 70s, and you can, chalk it up to them being greedy and money hungry or whatever, or being lazy and not wanting to tour anymore, and they can make money this way. I think it's inventive.
But they're 70 and they're tired.
I think it's cool that they're 70 and they're coming up with inventive ways to continue to profit.
Yeah,
I mean, once again, no one is forcing a Kiss fan or a Kiss Army member to go see Avatar hologram Kiss. But it's an option for you if you'd like to. And I can tell you right now, even though this is not like necessarily on my list to go see, I don't know if I'll ever make a point to. You bet your ass if I had a fuck ton of money, I would absolutely drop some money on going to see it. If money was no object, I love Kiss. I would go check that out. I'd be curious to see what it's like. So I think it's a cool option. Like you said, even for, Kiss is this band that keeps, I'm a second generation Kiss fan myself. It's a band that kind of has that aura about it. People love it and pass it down to their kids, and people grow up with this music. If that continues on, why should future generations not get some version of Kiss? That would be kind of cool. So, I mean, like I said, they have created it themselves, but they feel like they get a certain rap by any time they try to offer you anything in exchange for money, because it's Kiss and that's what they do. But also, it's kind of cool to see guys in their 70s that are on their way out the door from doing this full time that still have the hunger in their belly to make sure everything's taken care of. No one's stopping you from making more money, and I'm not against them making money. So they're quite good at it, so they might as well continue to do it.
Nick, look at us. When you and I are in our 60s and 70s, Brian's going to be forcing us with a cattle prod to continue this show.
Right, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Not to make nearly as the type of money that Kiss does. But yeah, right. But no, I mean, I think it is an odd thing, but I think it's because it's Kiss. We're all like, oh, of course, here they go. But I don't know. I think it's interesting. It's very inventive and futuristic. It's a different way to experience, if you want to call it, live music. I don't know. It's an interesting idea to me. It's the future. It's kind of cool. So I don't know, Brian. You've been the Kiss fan the longest. What do you think?
What stops us from doing it from other genres, though? Like not just music. What stops this from this continuing to be a thread? Why can't we go to Madison Square Garden and watch video screen versions like this of the 1990s TV show The Nanny with Fran Drescher? I would pay good money for that.
No reason you can't. Yeah,
sure. Yeah. Well, but yeah, you better believe it's a lot of bands and different. They're going to be watching this to see if it takes off. Well, first of all, definitely, I think we're definitely unanimous, and they should have stopped for 2 seconds and acknowledged all prior members, especially your last show in New York. That's where they started.
Right.
Those 4 hungry dudes, built something unique, and without the original 4, it wouldn't exist. It just would not exist. Those 4 guys just came together at the right time, and they flamed out, unfortunately, way too quickly, the original 4. But again, like I said earlier, the reunion tour really got them going again. Without that reunion tour, they were starting to get regulated to Kiss conventions and different things like that, and they would not have been. We wouldn't have seen them at the Cleveland, at the Rocket Mortgage Field. It just was not going to happen. It would have been regulated to smaller venues and everything else.
Be lined up at a small card table trying to get his autograph.
It was right around the corner.
Yeah.
It was right around the corner for those guys. They may not want to admit that or believe it, but it was close, So definitely should have acknowledged everybody. One thing they did do is they broadcast images of Kiss on the Empire State Building. I don't know if you saw that or not. They had Kiss colors, and they had different photos kind of spinning around. And they did have photos of the original 4 that they took up on the Empire State Building many, many years ago as young guys, so at least they portrayed them on the Empire State Building to give them some type of acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying? So that was good. Yeah. But yeah, this whole thing, it would have to be an experience. You guys said that was the right word. A Kiss experience. Now maybe this would be something where maybe they come back and do some type of a blend of the Kiss convention thing.
An experience.
It sure is, on
top of the Empire State Building.
I could imagine that going into like the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, and then there's some of the displays that they had in the Kiss convention, some of the original costumes, and here's some different displays and different things. So you can go around and check stuff like that, and you celebrate your fandom of Kiss. Maybe the whole opening act, if you will, you still could do bands. Live bands, certainly. And then maybe you could do some type of here's a history video of Kiss. And this is maybe where they fucking figure it out with Ace and Peter and the others to have some type of they tell their story and you get a little history of Kiss. And then here come the Kiss avatars and all that to celebrate the music and have a whole different experience.
It's almost like you're describing that they should take a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame exhibit on the road.
Yeah.
On the grand scale.
Yeah, they were doing that with the convention thing, which spawned into the Kiss Unplugged at the time, and then that's when they all got back together and they realized, holy shit, we're still popular here with the original 4. And they caught fire, and they were smart enough to put the costumes back on and go back on tour and make a ton of money. But that just make it a whole celebration and experience of Kiss. All the stuff's there, So I don't know. And it'll be a way for, like you said, younger kids. And, maybe this is where you mentioned young Ollie, Nick, wanted to go see Kiss. Now maybe you'll have this opportunity to see some semblance of a Kiss show with these avatars. And then Kiss has a new fan that will carry on for years. And obviously they're banking on that.
Right, yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah. Why not? Gen X Brian here. Zennial Dean. Millennial Nick. If you like our stuff, give us a like and subscribe. and we may just send you a Polaroid of Millennial Nick's feet.
Ham gravy.
You've been working out.
Yes.
You Brontosaurus.
No, I can tell. You look trim and fit and healthy.
I'm very uncomfortable right now.
I don't know what to do with all this positive energy from Dean. At first, I thought it would be nice, and now I find it just unsettling.
I can't win to lose here.
I don't know how to react.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
And
trying to make
cursing.
a last minute
No more
move to
cursing
get on
either.
Santa's good list.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got to.
You're not getting no more fucking gifts.